Hi and welcome to Melfina's Magic, crochet, cooking, etc. This is the first new video I've made in a while. I've been busy dealing with migraines and helping my mom. I've driven back and forth to Hopkins 4 times now. She had to have surgery and pre-evaluation for a tumor on her pituitary gland that was improperly diagnosed, in fact, not diagnosed, in spite of 2 CAT scans at 2 different hospital systems here locally. And apparently it was a tumor the size of, about a large oversized marble. And she had to have it cut out, but it's apparently why she lost her vision. A couple years back, she started losing vision, and it continued, and she had lost a lot of vision. And they originally diagnosed the vision loss as the result of a stroke, and they had already done the CT and everything, and they ignored the mass on her pituitary gland at the time that they did it in 2017. They told her the vision loss was because of the stroke she'd had, and there was nothing they could do about it. But they were incorrect. She had a tumor growing, putting pressure on her optic nerve, so her vision continued to get worse and worse. But they finally diagnosed it correctly. She went to see a pituitary specialist, and he took one look at it and says, that's not a cyst. They were thinking it was just a cyst of some kind on her pituitary. And they never investigated further. So she basically was mostly blind for 7 years until she had it properly diagnosed. And now that they've removed the pituitary tumor, she's starting to get some vision back. It could take 6 to 12 months for them to know exactly how much of her vision she's going to get back. But in the meantime, even the fact that she's got a little bit back is a boon for her, because now she can finally watch TV and not just listen to it. And she can work on the computer and not have to have the screen so blown up she can only view one square of it at a time. But I've been running back and forth to help her with that and taking her to doctor's appointments and follow-ups out at Hopkins. I joined Ambie Crafts and Reads channel's swap. So I received a swap box from Lottie Krol, and I got this beautiful card that says, "Thanks, Donna, hope you are doing well. I was very excited to have you as my very first swap partner. I hope you enjoy all the goodies inside. Lottie." And Lottie's an absolute sweetheart. I've spoken to her by phone several times. She's also a great friend of Terry from Nana Crochets. So we have done several 3-way calls, and my first item is a 12 by 12 latch hook kit. And it says latch hook not included, but I see Lottie was smart and she bought a latch hook and included it. But even if she hadn't, I'd have been okay because I've created latch hook kits before. And I know I have some latch hooks around here somewhere, but now I don't have to look for them. And that's a 12-inch by 12-inch. It includes the printed mesh canvas, the pre-cut yarn, and the instructions kit. And then I can just put a different fabric behind it, or get another 12 by 12 yarn kit and simply do that. But that's pretty. Sunshine. And then I also have a 100-piece puzzle with a puppy on it. And she knows, of course, that I love my puppies. And this box arrived with a huge dent in the bottom, which means the delivery man from the Postal Service probably did his 3-foot chuck that he's known for. He gets about 3 foot away from your patio or porch or deck, and he just chunks it out there, and you have to hope that you're lucky with it. But so this is fallen out of the box, but that's okay. I will hang it up and simply allow gravity to take care of any kinks that are in it, any weight adjustments. And this is beautiful. This is pinks, reds, and oranges with gold. And that's a beautiful piece of work. Of course, Lottie's followed my channel for a while, and she knows what my favorite colors are. Pink, purple, royal blue, and Caribbean blue. And for those of you who are wondering, I have not drawn the winner of my giveaway yet. I will be doing a video to do the drawing. Another one of my crochet friends actually provided me with a wheel program where I can plug in all the names and select my winner that way, because I like to do it and be able to take a picture of it, you know, a screenshot. So with YouTube changing their reader program, I wasn't sure how I was going to do the drawing, and I didn't want to use pieces of paper where people might suspect that I purposely drew someone's name from my friends on my page, because I don't do that. I don't play favorites like that. And of course, she sent goodies. Candy corn. And I haven't had candy corn in a couple of years. I'll have to eat these sparingly because I'm a diabetic, so I can't have too much sugar at a time, but I can have sugar if I restrict myself. And she knows I love sour things, so I got a Sour Patch Kids, a bag of Sour Patch Kids. And it's really cool. It looks like this mix does not have the dreaded watermelon flavor. I highly dislike watermelon flavored things. So I'm very hopeful that none of them will turn out to be watermelon flavored, because if they are, I will have to pick them out and give them to my neighbor kids who benefit from that fact. Mini candies, which are nice when you're diabetic and you want just a little something sweet. And they're coffee flavored. I love my coffee. I also love my Hobie cherry candies. I know some people don't care for them, but I adore them. And we are both women of faith. So I got a Galatians 6:9 quote, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." And that's my goal in life, never give up. Every failure is a chance to learn. Every attempt is a chance to succeed. And that's really pretty. And I have a cross-stitch bookmark. And I do adore counted cross-stitch. I haven't done it in a while, but once you learn, you never forget how. And I'm looking forward to doing the cross-stitch. And this is a needle keeper, which will come in handy for my darning needles and my embroidery needles as well. And that's really pretty. Flowers and a field of green. And I have a macrame turtle kit. It includes 2, so I can keep one and I can share one with somebody. And those are adorable. And then luckily, the bottom of the box is loaded with yarn, which means hopefully nothing's gotten damaged. I have 1 skein of Care-On Simply Soft. It is 100% acrylic, 6 ounces, 70.1 grams, 315 yards, 228 meters. And it is a medium 4, which requires between a 5 and a 5.5 inch needle, and a millimeter hook, and a 5 millimeter knitting needle. And this stuff is always so soft. And I also have two skeins of I Love This Yarn. That's Hobby Lobby's main line. And this is also a number 4 yarn. It requires a 5 millimeter knitting needle and a 5 to a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. Each skein has 7 ounces or 199 grams, 135 yards or 325 meters. So that is 710 yards of luscious, beautiful, what do they call this color? Hot Rose, number 350. And this is a standard 100 testing for 100 chemicals that they shouldn't have in yarn, in quality yarn. And here's two more in turquoise. Now with the light on it, it actually comes out looking more like a cayenne, which is actually my favorite color. This is the bright turquoise, and the bright with a hint of green are my favorite colors. They're often referred to as turquoise and cayenne, or turquoise and Caribbean blue. And these are the same measurements. Again, it is 710 yards for the two packages, the two skeins. And I've got two more skeins. Now, I've never had this one before. It's Yarn Bee, that's Hobby Lobby, Soft Secret. And this color is Hot Grape. I would tend to call it Royal Purple. And that is another one of my favorite colors. These are 100% acrylic. Again, these are a number 4, so same thing. It says use a 4.5 millimeter knitting needle. So it's a little under a 4. It's probably a 3.5. And it says use a 5.0 crochet hook. So again, it's probably a 3.5 or a 3. It's a lightweight, medium weight 3. Although they have it listed as a 4. And these have 300 yards, 6 ounces, 300 yards, 170 grams, 275 meters. So that's 550 meters total. Oh, there was one more item in here, and it's way at the bottom. And it looks like it got damaged because it's 2 wool needles, a small and a large. The small still has the hook to draw the yarn through, but the large does not have a hook on it anymore. It's probably somewhere buried under one of the flaps. But that's okay. It's the intent that counts. And I can always try to find a wire among my jewelry wire and glue it in that spot. That's an easy fix. And so that's the last of my box. Now, as far as works in progress, since I'm on here, I'm working on a blanket in my favorite colors. This one's intended for me, but somebody will probably pop up having a baby boy again when I get it finished. And I will end up giving it to that person, because I seldom end up keeping, except for the ones that people make for me, I seldom end up keeping any of my works. And I have a couple more completeds around here, but I'll do a separate video because this video is getting kind of long. So thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate all of you that watched it all the way to the end. For those of you who have entered the giveaway, I have not drawn a winner yet. AJ shared with me a link to a free random comment picker, but you have to plug in the names, and I haven't had time to do that with everything else going on. But my intent is to do that this weekend and pick the winner. And so you'll be seeing that pop up, and I probably will put another video up with my completed projects from this past month. Okay? Have a nice day.